healthier you are, the faster you will heal. I'm not telling you nothing from uh, what somebody told me. I'm 51 years old, and I started eating healthy when I was 17 years old. That was back in 92. It's 2026 now. But see, the thing about it, I didn't have to wait until they push a whole lot of it, healthy stuff, on TV, all on the news and stuff like that. Because on even back then, like uh, the newscast, they didn't wasn't promoting and pushing health. You didn't see that. It was all about, well, it's all about, it's not about how healthy it is. It's about how much you overindulge in. Just don't overindulge in. That's what I used to hear years ago. You can eat whatever you want to eat, but now you hear people are saying right now, which I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. I was saying, no, I don't, nope, period. You ain't supposed to eat certain things, period. That's the way it was with me. Now I'm gonna talk more about this in biblical details relating to history that applies to a particular set of holy people that was chosen by God. But I'm gonna talk about that on my other channel. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at me up like right there, and where I got this Vaseline with stuff that you see right there, like right here, right, oops, like right here, right there, that's Vaseline. The white part right there is, you can see where the melanin in my skin, which is brown, is gradually closing up. Within before next week come in, or before next week is out, before we probably get in the middle of the week, it's probably going to be totally closed up. Because I failed. I was rushing to the store, and I was rushing for my to make sure that I got everything, and that I'm not like run out, because I want to make sure I don't run out. When, you know, having my mother here and make sure she have all her food, drinks, everything that I need for the household, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I found out the healthier you are, the faster you will heal. Now notice, now I just showed y'all my wounds last week, right? Although I'm using the stuff that you see on the side right there, that's Vaseline right there. That's Vaseline. It heals. And right here, down here, with my right in there with my with that little dark spot right there by my beard, right there in front. Um, I fell on my face, and I found out that it didn't cut none of my meat, my skin, my flesh. It scraped it. I thought it scraped it. I didn't even think it was gonna look as good as it did. I thought it was gonna be cut and look like it's got a cut mark there, but that's not the case. But the healthier you are, and the healthier you raise yourself up eating, because see, a lot of people used to ignore me back in the day when I would tell them, man, don't be eating all this stuff, man. It ain't no good, ain't no good. They'll tell you back then, here's the word that they was using. It's nothing wrong with eating your little pork every now and then, and this and that and the third. Just don't overdo it. But now you got, they not saying that no more. They pushing health all on the news, on TV. They telling you back, I remember back in 92 and 93, 94, they told you that chocolate was bad. They told you that, well, you can eat pork, but just boil the salt out of it. Now, even the scientists, some of the scientists people telling you, nope, abstain from it, period. A lot of them even pointing you to the Bible. Now, think about it. The Bible is a book. Do y'all know that the Bible is a science book? The Bible is science. That's what people don't realize. It's biblical science. So everything that goes on in the world, and people, I heard they had somebody on TikTok talking about, oh well, the Bible is fixing to come to an end. That's dumb as hell to say something like that. How you gonna say no? Everything in that book, in that Bible, is true, because I know by experience. Everything that is written in the Bible is true. If it wasn't true, why would it warn you about good and bad health? Why would you? It tell you go around here now and not take care of yourself. Eat the wrong shit and see what's gonna happen to your ass. I guarantee you gonna be, your ass will be hollering for that book. Your ass will be hollering for that book. You'll be hollering for them rules and regulations to eat right and then drink right and all that kind of stuff. You go out there and eat the wrong shit now. Anybody that's telling you that the laws of God is done away with and you can eat whatever you want to eat, you better run as fast as you fucking can, because you headed on your way to destruction. You let their asses keep doing that shit now. Yeah, you get your ass out there. You think you big and bad now. You think your arms is big enough to box with God. You get out there and you try eating some shit that you know that's against your system. You wouldn't put no damn water in your damn gas tank, would you? Hell no, you ain't gonna do that shit, because you know that'll fuck your damn engine up. You ain't gonna have no damn car if you don't put what it says in there. People, that's why I say, man, people speak ignorant, man. I ate some shit today. What you mean? What you talk to me? What you talking about? So I can break it down. Talk to me. What's going on? What you mean by I ate some shit today? What you saying? And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you a real answer. Nice little pizza. Okay, now they got different types of pizza. They got veggie pieces. They got cheese pieces. They got pieces that people put pork on. They got, well, like, what we talking about? What kind of meat you talking about? What you talking about? You know, anybody can eat pizza. Just because you eat pizza doesn't mean you eating healthy. Just because you eat meat doesn't mean you eating unhealthy. So just because you eat meat doesn't mean you eating healthy. So what are we talking about? Break it down to me. Just rig, I didn't dig no swine. Cheese, I just didn't dig no swine. Yeah, swine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. You go. I get you. Shit. You. It's just like, think about it like this. Your teeth, right? Eat candy every day and see what's gonna happen to your damn teeth. And you don't wash your mouth out. You don't rinse that shit out. And you just constantly just eat unhealthy and let that sugar sit in your mouth. Your teeth. Your teeth you gonna be, your mouth, whole damn mouth, you're gonna be making love to that damn dentist office. I guarantee you'll be making love to that dentist office. Them sweetens will weaken your damn teeth in a minute. Have your ass sitting up in the dentist and their teeth will be rooted up and you walking around hurting and shit. And that damn food get in there and hurt your shit and have your shit swollen, have your whole jaw swollen up, because you ain't got that filling in there is to keep it protected. Now notice now when I fell, my face hit the ground and it made a like a concussion, like my little migraine headache and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been taking different things and eating right and just trying to keep my body up to date and stuff, so I can get the hurt. If you look at my eyeballs is healthy. Now, like when my head was hurting, my eyes was red. Yeah. Now, like on this side over here, on this side where I'm sitting at, it's still a little red right there, just a little bit. But you can, because that bump affected me a little bit more on this side. You see what I'm saying? On this side over here. And I was rushing to the store for my mother, like I said in my other videos. And I got right in the middle of the road. It's got a little hump, like a little concrete hump. And I kind of tripped tripped over that a little bit, and I fell and hit my, like what you see the scar right there, hit my face right on that damn, that right there on the sidewalk. Boom, hit that part, and it concussion my head a little bit, and then I hit it right there where you see the little beard that right there, where that little scar right there. It hit that. It kind of hurt my teeth a little bit, but it ain't hurt it hard to like to actually break my teeth and knock them out. Thank God for that, because it could have been worse than that. So I just said I would never rush no more in my lifetime. I might rush, but take your time as much as possible. Just like when I be seeing cars like ride, like shoom, shoom, like zooming, and I say, shit, I'm gonna stay. I ain't rushing shit. I ain't rushing my life like that. No damn car. I'm not doing that shit. I can always be late for something. Be a couple minutes late. It's better to be a couple minutes late than have. But one thing about it, you can't get your life back. You sure can. So when I see them cars ride, I said, stop. Let them motherfuckers just fly across there and let them run fast as the hell they want. I'm not gonna get. I'm not taking no chance. Let them. If they driving by full speed, let them motherfuckers go. Cause your life get taken, and ain't nobody gonna give a damn about you. It's crazy out here in the world out here. There ain't nobody gonna give a damn about your life. My mother stroke showed me that. She told me. She said, if you ever want to know who your real friends is, you get down there that night. You said your ass gonna see sweet shit from honey and water. They wouldn't give your ass a bottle of water, a bubble gum to save your damn life. Ambassadors, she said like this, ambassadors wouldn't give you shit. And a lot of them don't want to be bothered with you when you going through your crisis and walking through your valley or your dark moments and stuff. A lot of people ain't gonna come and be like dap you up and stuff. That's what I used to do. But I stopped as I got old. I wish I'd have known the shit that I know now. I wish I would have listened to my mother when she would tell me a lot. And I understand more about people now that she got down. My mother used to give her energy to every damn body. She was down, very down to earth. When she got down, she don't get that same. She ain't getting that same energy. People don't want to be there for you when you're crying, when you're down and shit like that. You find out who you really are and what you really dealing with. If you want to know your surroundings and who's who and in your circle, the people you have in your circle, all you got to do is get down one fucking time, and you're gonna find them motherfuckers out. There was somebody came by here and bought. They called people. Look, let me tell you. My mother told me like this here. You got to watch those that come around and buy a little something and bring it to you or whatever. What they doing, they trying to bait you in. The motherfuckers ain't doing nothing but trying to bait you in. That's all they doing, baiting you in, buying you a little something to get you a little hyped up and say, oh, they so nice, this and that and the third or whatever, blah, 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 blah. They'll do a little something just enough to kind of like blind you. But in the whole time, they setting up road traps is to, when they get ready to do they damage and do what the fuck they want to do, you ain't gonna even recognize what they done because they done blinded you with this blind ass love shit. Doing smaller things, trying to bait you in. Ain't nothing but some damn bait. And if you really need them for something, I ain't got time. But when you was young, you had time for them and you went around them every single day. You had time. You didn't even say, well, I ain't got time. You would always waste your time with motherfuckers that don't even mean you no good or whatever. But as soon as you in a crisis and you need to talk to somebody, when you going through some shit with and you know your parents is facing a hard time and you the only person, I'm just using that as an example. You there and you trying to get your mother right. If they don't want to be bothered with your own mother and your mother is down or whatever, what the fuck do you think they'll do to me or do to you? My mind is saying, what the fuck you think they'll do to you? If they did your mother like this here, what the hell you think they'll do to you? So from that, I had to draw a conclusion like, These motherfuckers, if they wasn't my mother's friend, I'm just keeping it real. If they wasn't my mother's friend, what the fuck you think I'm gonna sit up there and talk to them for, and think I'm gonna sit up there and jolly holler them and holler, what's up, and this and that, and call on them and stuff like that. Call me when you need you. No, fuck that. Fuck you. I'm not doing shit. Mm-mm. And you should do the same thing too. If you watching this video for whoever you, I don't know who you are, I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you watching this video for the first time and somebody tell you, call me if you need me, and they already know your situation or whatever and know what's going on, fuck you. That's what you tell them. Fuck you. You shouldn't have to be telling people that. It should just naturally be in their spirit to do anyway. If they really care, it's just gonna come natural. You ain't got to sit there and like, oh well, okay, you didn't call me and tell me. No, fuck you. No, I'm not doing shit. Yeah. Yeah. But my mother used to tell me years ago, she used to tell me, son, you messing with them people in that church, you thanking them people all that, you gonna see sweet shit from her. Okay. You gonna say your mama said, I said, Mom, you just don't like you don't have no friends, and I can't do a damn thing, because it's just like, but see, wasn't thinking, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking at all. I'm young and stupid. So I had to find out the hard way. So if I would have just listened to her back then and had the mind that like I got now, I probably would have been better off in a better position right now. She said, son, them people in there. And she said, I'm not telling you that don't mistreat them now. That's what she would tell me. Treat them nice, speak to them, and be nice to them. You ain't got to act no ways funny with them. My mother would tell me that. She raised me right when it came to that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to in no ways treat them no ways funny. Speak to them, throw your hands up, and keep going. That's all you got to do. Don't act no ways funny with them. I said, yeah, Mom, I understand that, but what have that shit gotten us, and this and that and the third, and this and that. You know what I'm saying? She said, you ain't got to admit, we already know how they is, you know. Just speak to them, and you know they ain't right. Just feed them with a long. She'll say feed them with a long handled spoon, and just keep on going. You ain't got to sit there and hold a conversation with them. Just be polite, speak to them, and and you ain't got to have them in your car, and just go on about your day. I said, yeah, Mama, I can. That's easy for you. You can. I would sell her things like, okay, where have this gotten us? We did this for over 40 years, and we still in the same predicament that we are right now. This and that and the third. She said, okay, son, you're going to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So-and-so don't mean you no good. And it's like, and we sitting up there, you know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Blind love. Your ass can't see, being fucking dumb as hell. It's called blind love. You can't really see. You see, but you don't want to see. What your parents or your father or mother trying to tell you about them the same people that you've been around all your life, and you go around them anyway, and you be like, damn, I should listen to my mother. We'll listen to other people, non-kin people, tell us what somebody ain't before we even listen to, and I was that person, listening to the one that I lived in the house with that was too close to me. Or sit up there and dog them out when they would tell me or give me advice. But when when the reality stepped in, that's when we started to believe our parents. The mother said, your ass gonna learn the hard way. And guess what? I'm learning the hard way, and I see right now who is who. That's why when people say, tell so-and-so, I say hello. And I'm like, look at them like, you fake motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So the moral of this video is take your time, don't rush, choose your friends wisely. You know who you got in your presence. Pay attention to the people you bring in your presence. That's all you gotta do. Somebody put it like this: pay attention to your circle. That's the way somebody put it. I'm gonna say, you got to be careful. You can't invite anybody into your presence. You can't do that. You eat wrong now, and people listening to these fake ass ministers tell you pray over it and all this. Yeah, right. Your ass gonna be praying over. You gonna pray over it, all right. Your ass gonna be praying over in a damn grave some damn well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm telling you from living experience that, like me, I never drank and I never smoked a day in my life. Like, I remember when I was 13, I tried some vodka and the thing called Mad Dog, and I tried a cigarette at 13 one time, and I kind of puffed on it one time. I said, I said, nah, this ain't me, and I threw it down. Yeah, I never smoked, I never drank, none of that. If I go to a doctor, they say, have you been drinking within the last? I said, nope, I don't drink. You drank before? Nope, I didn't. I never drank before. Nope. Do you have no? Your food with cigarettes? No. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do none of that. And when it's like that, you heal faster. You see how fast I done healed right there? It still got just a little dot right there on my nose right there that needs to cover up right there. And that's the melanin in my skin, the brown part of my skin that's covering up. Now right there where the grease is, right over here where the grease is and stuff, that's just about completely healed. Now when this color go back to brown right there, you just might as well say it don't even look like I ever fell or been injured. In a way. So on this note, I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna see y'all later. And I just wanted to give y'all an update on my wounds and stuff. Is perfectly healing right now, and I'm thankful for it. That note, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all can see a whole glimpse at my face right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna let y'all see my whole face. So y'all see the scar up at the tip of my nose, and on the side right over here they got the grease right there, and they got the little scar that needs to cover up right there. Yeah. So I took this picture today, and it pays off to take care of yourself. So I'm gonna see y'all later.